I'm so lazy to draw. Chunlong is going to do the part.
I was born in March 16, 1985 in a fairly humble, unprivileged family in Senai, Johor. My family is big. I have 2 brothers, 3 sisters, and I'm the youngest in the family. As my parents had to be out to bring home the bacon most of the time, my siblings had to take turn to look after me instead. I would say my growing up was still wonderfully unsupervised. Like any other kampong kids, I often sneak out to swim in muddy river, play marbles, fight spiders, and also of all school games that you can think of. My childhood time was memorable too. I remember vividly that I was almost got run down by an oncoming car when I was speeding down the slope with my rusty bike. Fortunately, the driver noticed and managed to stop in time. My school grades were mediocre during my primary and secondary school days. I think the only time that I did well was during my high school time, when my grades were ideal to be admitted to the local university and course of my choice. After graduation and work in Penang for a year, I decided to have a change of environment, to work in Singapore instead. This is where I met Tricia in my first company in Singapore, SAA.
I was born on 25th August 1984, Singapore. My family background was humble as well. I'm the middle child, 5 years apart to my elder sis and to my younger brother. Life was tough for my parents as there wasn't extra help back then. My mom had to be full-time homemaker to look after the kids. And my dad, being the sole breadwinner, had to hold 2 jobs, work tirelessly through the years to bring the family up. Since young, my parents have been strict on us, raising the girls up like a boy, always forced us to have boyish hairstyle. My dad often let us have a taste of his iron fist whenever we did badly in studies. I think I got the most whacking from my dad but managed to dodge somehow. I had little and really vague memories of my early childhood. I think my happiest moment was probably being able to do stuff that my parents forbade me from doing so. For example, I feel contented being able to hide behind the couch and watch TV shows without my parents' knowledge, or sneakily snack on fried chicken wings, fish ball right after my swimming class. I don't look forward to school. I was kind of rebellious during my teenage time, ignoring all the given curfews. Luckily, I wasn't led astray by all those rebellious acts. My academic results were not fantastic, and the only worth mentioning achievement was my university time when I've gotten myself to the Dean list. I believe this is something that I finally made my parents proud of. After graduation, I returned to Singapore and worked for SAA, the company where I met Chunlong. Chunlong and I joined SAA in 2009, probably just months apart. Though we are seated close by, we hardly interact during office hours. Guess we are really focused with our work. He said he started paying attention to me ever since he spotted me wearing some outfit that appeared like pajamas to him while we were OTing on one particular night. He thought I returned office to continue working in my pajamas. He's so funny. Like many of our colleagues, we often work till wee hours to a point where we earned and accumulated plenty of day offs. We then started discussing how we should spend our hard-earned day off together. Using the day offs, we were like tourists to Singapore. We did sightseeing and all kinds of recreational activities together. It was kind of a shock for us that we could finally take a breather after long hours of slavery. Most importantly, I enjoyed his company but still wasn't quite sure whether the feeling I have for him was mutual. In fact, it took us quite some time before we got to express our feeling towards each other. The confession only came about after I've gotten myself injured from the Kido go-kart ride. So, how did it happen? Well, we just took turns to be the driver, and when it was my turn, I actually lost control and both of us got flung out of the go-kart. Nothing happened to him, but for me, my knees got scraped off quite badly. Chunlong felt bad for my injuries. Somehow he thinks that I wouldn't have gotten myself injured if he has insisted to be the driver throughout. From that day onwards, he spent more time with me and that's how we started dating. We love travelling and did budget travel to several countries for the past years. In June 2015, we have a home of our own at Woodlands. We sweat, we told, and we argue over the home design and renovation. But somehow we sorted out the differences and finally our home is done. Closer to our RM date, Chunlong finally proposed. I couldn't remember when that was. All I could remember was that the ring was shoved to me right after my afternoon nap. On 19 February 2016, we are pronounced husband and wife in the presence of our beloved family members.
I, Bang Chulong, take you, Tricia Tan, teach you to be my wife, my friend, partner of my life.
Tricia, take you, Bang Chulong, to be the husband, the friend, the lover of my life.
That's pretty much about us, and may our marriage continue to withstand the test of time.